Let's talk about the best business credit builder program. So this is kind of cool if you're a new business or you're an established business and you're trying to build business credit. There are some dedicated business credit builder programs. You don't have to do things randomly. You know there's a program already that's dedicated for you. I just want to say one thing though, before I get into the review. When you are trying to build business credit, you have a lot of options. You can have a business credit card. You can have a business loan, business line of credit. You can have a net 30 vendor. You have a constellation of options here. But in today's conversation, I want to talk to you about those dedicated options for helping you build business credit. So here's a review I want you to pay attention to. The first player in this field is called NAV. So NAV is kind of cool. In our view, this is the best vendor business trade line and credit monitoring. And the cool thing is that, there are countless vendor trade lines out there, and you want to acquire around a half dozen or a dozen of them to fill out your credit profile initially. And when we talk about your credit profile, we're speaking about your credit profile on Dun & Bradstreet, on Equifax Business and Experian Business. And the cool thing about NAV is that NAV actually has a plan already that will help you have a credit builder program. In other words, they will report your data every month. And the cool thing is NAV is reporting your data to all three major credit bureaus. See, the thing is, some credit builder programs do not report to all three bureaus, but NAV does that. So NAV will report your data to Dun & Bradstreet, to Equifax Commercial and Experian Commercial. And NAV offers the only business credit subscription service that lets you access your business credit scores and reports from Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax in one place. So this sort of consolidated pattern is really cool because it helps you not only analyze your credit profile, your business credit profile, but also build credit at the same time. So that's what we call, you have it a two-in-one, or you can call it an all-in-one. And so the NAV service has a free plan and a paid plan. And as you climb through them, they have additional benefits. So the bottom line is, if you are trying to really boost your PDS score, for instance, from let's say 75 to 95 or 90 for that matter, then you really want to acquaint yourself with a service such as NAV. This is really cool. By the way, boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy today's conversation. Besides NAV, you also have DV. So DV, in our view, is a great business credit card. I mean, they call it credit card, but it's really like a more of a corporate card. It's a business corporate card. And the cool thing is, DV is a great non-personal guarantee card, EIN only, if you will. And so if you need an excellent budget and expense management software, you can't go wrong with DV. They do not offer a credit building program, but if you qualify for the card, they do report your payments to the Small Business Financial Exchange. So we're talking about SBFE and Dun & Bradstreet. And if you're familiar with the credit building program, the SBFE feeds into Experian, Equifax, and Dun & Bradstreet. So if you get your transactions reported to the SBFE, it's like you are being reported to all three business credit bureaus at once. And so now DV requires businesses to have at least $5,000 in monthly expenses to qualify. Keep in mind that this card is more of a charge card, as I said before, than a credit card, because payments are due in full every single month. So whatever you charge on the card, you're going to have to pay right off the bat. Okay, not right off the bat, but you will have to pay at the end of the month. And DV helps business owners to create a budget and never go over budget again. They also provide spend sheets where you can view expenses and keep everything in one place. Fantastic. You can see and manage all of this on the app, on the DV app. So DV actually, for all intents and purposes, lets you create virtual and physical credit card for multiple users, automatically track and categorize business expenses, create business-wide budgets and ones for specific users. And the cool thing is, DV charges no fees. It's really important to mention that. And you can earn some attractive rewards, including extra points on restaurants, hotels, and recurring software subscriptions. So bottom line is what? DV is helping you build business credit by reporting your data to the business credit bureaus every single month. They report the data to the SBFE, which then trickles down into Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, and Experian. one thing I need to say here is that you need to have at least $2,000 to $5,000 in revenue to qualify for the DV business. I mean, not business, but let's say corporate card charge program. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about the best business credit builder programs that you can imagine this year. Let me talk to you about Credit Strong. So Credit Strong is in our view, the best credit builder loan for businesses. And it's basically, when you think about Credit Strong, I want you to think about, let's say, a jack of all trades. Let's call it that way. Because it's basically an online lender that happens to specialize in credit builder loans. So there are multiple similar providers that work with consumers, but Credit Strong is the only one to extend the product to businesses. And credit builder loans function similarly to a traditional small business loan, but you don't get the loan proceeds until you close the account. Its only purpose is to build business credit, not to finance purchases. So once you actually sign up, Credit Strong puts your loan proceeds into a locked savings account as collateral. And next, you make monthly payments as usual, with part of them going towards the principal amount and part of them to interest. Of course, everything depends on which plan you choose as well, because the Credit Strong has different plans here. And so this is one option. Second option is you can pay a higher sign-up fee, in which case your payments go entirely towards the principal balance. Either way, Credit Strong reports your payments as a financial trade line to Equifax, PayNet, and the SBFE. Again, when we talk about SBFE, this is a database that then reports your account and payments to Dun & Bradstreet and Experian. So with Credit Strong, you cover all the bases. This is really important. And the cool thing is that Credit Strong will not check your business or personal credit score when you apply. So if you have bad credit, if your credit is really low right now, if you're around 300 or 350, don't worry about anything, because they do not take this into consideration. All you need to qualify is to be in business for 3 months, have an employer identification number, and operate as a legal entity as opposed to a sole proprietorship. So if you are listening to me right now, just make sure at least you have been in operation for 3 years. Not 3 years, 3 months. And you want to actually reach out to the IRS, like via their online, via their websites, and apply for an EIN. So EIN is kind of like your company's social security number. And make sure that you are a business, a legit business, not a sole proprietorship. I want to talk to you about another player. It's called Credit Suite. And so Credit Suite, in our view, is one of the best credit builder programs right there. And so it's not really, Credit Suite is not a credit issuer. So they're not a direct source of vendor or financial trade lines. However, they offer a comprehensive business credit builder program that can guide you through the process of acquiring the trade lines you need. So if you sign up for the program, Credit Suite's software and advisor will walk you through the following steps. So you are able to build business credibility. You are able to establish business credit reports. You are able to get you can get initial business credit, and you can get revolving credit. So when we talk about revolving credit, we're speaking about a business line of credit, a business loan, like a working capital loan in some cases, or a business credit card. So when we talk about building business credibility, so basically, Credit Suite is helping you actually lay the groundwork for a lender credibility. For example, they help you get your EIN, set up a 411 listing, and establish a separate business bank account. And so in terms of establishing business credit reports, basically they will help you sign up with a Dun & Bradstreet, Experian Business, and Equifax Commercial. So you have an account with those entities, and you are able to start building business credit ASAP. And one thing I need to say here is that when we talk about Credit Suite Credit Builder, like when you think about Credit Suite's Credit Builder program, this is actually a process that eliminates all the guesswork and streamlines the process for you when it comes to building business credit. In addition to receiving a personalized plan for building your business credit, you also have access to advisors to answer all of your questions. So you're not doing this alone. Like, you have a lot of players around you, a lot of experts helping you. And if you are looking for personalized step-by-step advice on how to build business credit, Credit Suite is the best in the business. on this day. They charge about $3,000 to $5,000. So there is a, the whole program is not really cheap. But hey, listen, if you need the service, then you will find the funds for it. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about the best business credit builder programs. Another player I want to share with you here is called Tilful. And when you think about Tilful, I want you to think about a player that helps you build business credit really, really fast. You can never have too many positive financial trade lines on your business credit report, but they can be hard to obtain for new businesses. Okay, so stacking multiple business credit cards is one of the best ways to get past that issue. And credit cards, especially business credit cards, are typically easier to qualify for than loans, business loans that is, especially when you go after secured accounts. And so most businesses need revolving credit accounts to generate working capital and actually smooth out their cash flow anyway. So it's really a win-win. So we're talking about liquidity flexibility here. So if you're looking for, let's say, a second corporate credit card to actually acquire, it's just great to think about Tilfuls. Okay, you'll have to transfer cash over to the card before using it, but you won't have to undergo a credit check or sign a personalized guarantee, like a personal guarantee, to qualify. So in fact, all you need to be eligible for the account is to be incorporated in the United States or have an LLC. So it's either S corporation or LLC in the United States. You need to have a valid EIN. So the validity of the EIN is really important. So they are going to check this anyway to make sure that you are legit from that point of view. You need to be in business for 90 days at least. So we're talking about 3 months minimum. And you got to have a Tilful credit account. So right now, I actually recommend that you open a Tilful credit account, and you must not do business in their restricted industry. So anything about porn or other quote unquote controversial industries like weapons and all that kind of stuff, they do not do it. Okay. Now, Tilful only shares your activities with Experian for now, but they will soon add Equifax and Dun & Bradstreet to the list. Okay. In addition, you will get 1.5% cash back on your purchases with a card. This is really good. So, if you have a Tilful credit card, Tilful business credit card, you can get 1.5% cash back on all purchases. And one thing I want to say here is that Tilful actually is pretty fast when it comes to reporting your data to Experian business. And so every single month on the same date, around the 28th, they will report your data to the agency. I want to talk to you about the Wells Fargo Business Secured Credit Card. Now, Wells Fargo actually has a program that you can actually use. You can avail yourself of that program if you are trying to really build business credit. Let's say you are a new startup. You are a startup and you have no idea how to build business credit. Well, think about, first of all, you need to become a Bank of America business customer. So you can't just have a personal bank account. You can't just say, you know what, I'm going to remain, let's say, a sole proprietorship. No, at some point you need to professionalize your whole thing. So what you want to do is that you have the opportunity to actually build business credit by actually using the secure credit card from Wells Fargo. So secure credit cards are a popular credit building tool for consumers, but there are not many available for businesses. As a result, it's a good idea to take advantage of all the ones you can get actually. And so if you think about Wells Fargo Business Secure Credit Card, it's basically a traditional secure credit card in that you must deposit $500 to $25,000 to qualify. But you will eventually graduate to an unsecured business line. Fortunately, it has this card has decent rewards, especially for a secure credit card. You will get 1.5% cash back on all qualifying purchases, 1 point for every dollar spent, and $1,000 bonus points each time you spend, let's say, more than $1,000 in a billing cycle. So, you do have the capability here. And the cool thing about the Wells Fargo Business Secure Credit Card is that it reports payments and other credit data to the SBFE. And like the other programs that I've just talked to you in today's conversation about, it does not report to the consumer credit bureaus. So if you have the Wells Fargo business secure credit cards, you are able to actually start building credit. You are able to start building credit as soon as possible, no matter how complicated or how difficult the decision is. Just make sure that you are consistent, that you are resilient, that you keep basically just monitoring your credit profile, your business credit profile, and really doing the same thing when it comes to increasing it. So like really going from 75 all the way to 90 when it comes to your paydesk score. The last one I want to share with you is called the business credit builders. So when we talk about business credit builders, you need to understand that there is a possibility. Like you have a possibility, you also have flexibility, you have all kinds of efficiency. So business credit builders offers another program to guide you through building business credit. It's comparable to Credit Suite in many ways and follows a similar process that includes the following steps, because you have several steps. So first of all, you need to set up your company to follow lender credibility standards, like establishing a 411 listing and a separate business bank account. You need to separate your business and personal credit to avoid giving a personal guarantee by acquiring an EIN. You need to open accounts with each major business credit bureau and acquire a Net 30 account to build foundational business credit. So when we talk about foundational business credit, we're talking about Net 30 account, Net 15 accounts. Those are quote unquote easier to get because if they're going to buy, like normally those like if you want to actually acquire an EIN, you really wouldn't want to either do it yourself or actually go through a third party. But again, it's all about establishing your reputation. You want to open accounts with each major business credit bureau and acquire Net 30 accounts. Now, what do I mean by that? So there are three major business credit bureaus: Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, and Experian. And so when we talk about establishing Net 30 accounts, we're talking about going to the likes of Granger or Uline or Quill and ask them to actually open a Net 30 account for you. It's not really that complicated. Actually, as long as you pay on time, as long as you are really thorough when it comes to payment, you will get all the open Net 30 account that you can imagine. But again, it's all about really displaying some kind of responsibility in how you manage your account, though. And so the cool thing about business credit builders is that they will help you actually establish your credit ASAP and really have all the elements that you need to make sure that you are getting things done on a real in real time. So long story short, fantastic. All right, let's quickly recap today's conversation. So I just want to share with you our top 7 best business credit builder programs. Number 1, NAV. Number 2, DV. Number 3, Credit Strong. Number 4, Credit Suite. Number 5, Tilful. Number 6, Wells Fargo. Number 7, Business Credit Builders. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll speak to you another time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.